Dear learners, welcome to Excel Power Tool series. In this video, we are going to learn one important operation called unpivoting data. Let's start with the practical. To start with this, please download the files given in the description box below. Click on the link and you will find the file number 202. Please double click on file 202 unpivoting data to open the file. Please click on enable content if it is asked for. Now, this was the file which we have actually loaded last time. Now, since this query is not loaded by us, it will throw us the error. So, first of all, let us understand how to check where the query resides. Just click on data and you will see something known as queries and connection tab. Please click on queries and connection tab to find out how many queries are there inside this file. The moment it will load, you will see the queries and connection tab. We'll learn about the queries first. The moment it will be loaded, and suppose if you are not being able to see this error, just go on the refresh all and please click on refresh all. So you'll see a kind of a warning called data source error not found. It will be there. Please click on OK. The error suggests that this query is being not loaded from our system. So let's first of all load this file from our system. Let's double click on the evals query. Now, if you see, there are some steps which are already done over here in the past query. The file name is course evaluation ms project. Now, since this file is not loaded from our system, we need to give our source. Now, this time we are not going to remove the step. We are just going to change the source. So let's click on the cog sign. Now, please navigate it to the file where you have downloaded in your system. Mine is in EPT. The file name is course evaluation ms project. Let's click on course evaluation ms project and click on import. You will see your path will be there and click on OK. Now, the moment you load it, you have to go to the last step to check whether your data is successfully loaded or not. Suppose if you are getting any error, then here you will see a step called change type. You have to delete that step. Now, since in my data there are no error which are suggested, so I will not delete any step. But suppose if you are having any error, then please delete this option called change type, because this can give you an error sometime. Now, first of all, let's go step by step from the left hand side to right hand side. If you see, course is a header which is loaded appropriately, eval numbers which is already sorted, but the data type of the evals will be text. Why? Because this is a nominal scale data, we are not going to perform any arithmetic operation on this data set, hence this is a text data. Then let's go to questions. Questions are arranged in the serial order in the way we want it. So let's keep it as it is. But now we want this header 54321 to be seen as values. So in short, the operation that we want is wherever the tick mark is being done, the respective value should be appearing over here. So if you see 54321 are basically header over here, and we want to convert this 54321 into row part. So we want a column name rating, and in that we want either, if it is tick mark in 5, so it should be written 5. If it is tick marked in 4, it should be written 4. So that operation is known as unpivoting data. So let's first of all understand how we do it. First of all, just have this basic habit of not changing the data which we wanted. So first of all, we will select the data which we do not want to unpivot, because that is the data that we want to keep as it is. So let's select the course column, then press shift key and then select question column. So we'll see all first three columns will be selected. Now we have to go to transform tab, and in the transform tab in any group you will see something known as unpivot column. Now by side you will see a drop down. If you click on the drop down, you will see three different options which are visible. The first one is unpivot column. The second pivot option is unpivot other columns. The third one is unpivot only selected columns. Now, since we have selected all the three columns which we do not want to unpivot it, and rest of all the other columns we want to unpivot it. So let's select the second option, unpivot other columns. The moment you click it, what will happen? All the header will be coming as a row, and you will see a new header which will be appeared is attribute. Similarly, if you see the tick mark that has gone into another values, and there is the column name has become values. Now, this column value is a redundant column that we do not want it in our data set. So let's just remove this column. Right click on the value column and let's select remove. Now, Now again we need to check the data set and data type. So course, it's a text data, it's in the text data type. Evaluation number, it's in number data, but the data type must be text. Question, it is in text data, the data type is text, but if you see over here, this is my rating, and rating must be there in the whole number. So let's select data type whole number, since I can only have average of number data. I'll also rename the column by right clicking on it and click on rename, and I'll give this name rating and press enter. So now if you see, my data is arranged in the structure manner. Now I want to load this data into my system. Since my data is already loaded and I am just removing the error, I'll be only having option of close and load only. So let's go to home, close and load. You will see only one option, close and load. Just click on close and load. So you'll see your data will be transformed in the way that you want it. You'll see there are 3-4 columns which you can delete it if you want it, so that unnecessary they do not count it as a table. So now if you see, I am having this query, it's successfully loaded, 56 rows are there, and you will see the name of the table is evals. Now this name is very important because we are going to do some reporting out of it, and we are going to analyze this data and create chart for it. So now let's go to this, my data which I'm going to analyze it. Now let's click on evaluation report sheet. Now here we are asked to prepare a report and create a presentation of it. So first of all, for report creation, we are going to load a pivot table for it. So let's do it. Let's click on insert and then let's click on pivot table. You will see it will ask where is your table, what's the name of the table or range of the data. So my table name was evals. Now since I want an existing worksheet, it will be by defaultly selected. So keep it as it is and click on OK. So you will see all the header will appear over here. This is called pivot table field. Now slowly we are moving towards the analysis part. So first of all, we create data in a structured manner, and then we are going to start with analysis. Now you will see all the headers: course, evaluation number, question and rating. Now here it is very important to first of all understand this pivot table field. Pivot table fields are basically the data tables which are analyzed data. So if you see, whatever numeric data type will be there it will be going into the values part, and whatever text data type it is there, it will go into the row part. Now here there are four fields. The first one is filter, then column, then row, and then values. Remember, whatever value that you want to analyze it, numeric value or maybe a text value that you want to analyze it, you have to keep it in the values part. And whatever that you want in x-axis as a label, you have to put it in row part. So basically row is your x-axis, value is your y-axis, and this column is basically your third dimension, that is z-axis, that you need to remember. So I want to analyze my rating, so I'll just single click on it. Now since rating is a numbered data, it will by default go into the values part, and by default mathematical function it will select the sum. Remember, for text data the function used will be count, and for number data, by default mathematical function will be summation. The function is sum. Now, I want to analyze my question. So I'll tick mark on question. So you will see this is called pivot table. Pivot table is going to analyze how it has analyzed. So for first question, trainer presentation skill. So from my original data, wherever the question trainer one presentation skills appear, it will going to take all the values and it is going to add these numbers. So if you see at the bottom, you will see 31. So that is what it is reported over here. So it will take the values from this label and it is going to do summation of that number. Now since I do not want summation and I want average, I need to change the function. So let's understand how we change the mathematical function. So just right click on this value, then you will see option called summarize value by. So pivot table, basically it is going to do what? Summarization or aggregation. By default for numeric value, it is going to do summation. Now I want average. So I will select average rating. Now here if you see the formatting of numbers are random. Some are into the 9 digits, some are into the 0 decimal. I want a uniform decimal. So I need to do formatting for it. So let's understand how we do formatting. Just right click on any number and you will see number format. Just click on number format. Now you will see format cell dialog box will open. Now let's click on number group and you will see decimal places by default it will be 2. For rating we can keep 2 decimals and let's click on OK. So uniformly every decimal will be arranged by 2 digit. Now since we have been asked to load the rating for only trainers related questions. So if you see trainer related questions are question number 1, 2 and 3. So that we need to filter it out. And one another thing, if you see it is written row label, but I want whatever the name of field it is there that should display over here. Say for example, this is my question. So here it should be appearing questions only. Now how to do that thing? So let's go to design, report layout, and in report layout you have a function called show in a tabular form. So once you click on it, you will see whatever variable name it is there, header name it is there, it will appear over here. Now I want to analyze only the feedback which is related to trainer's question. So I will filter my data based on wherever the text trainer appears. Now let's click on filter and you will see something known as label filter. In label filter you will see something known as contains. Let's click on contains. Now here I am going to write the word trainer. I am telling to the system that wherever the word trainer appears, please kindly filter that cell. So you will see only 3 questions will appear since we are told to report for only trainer's skill. Now I do not want the grand total also to be displayed. So to switch off this grand total, we'll go to grand total and we'll select off for rows and columns. So this will hide the grand total. Now I want to create a chart for this table also. So we are going to plot pivot chart. Now just select pivot table analyze and you will see option called pivot chart. Remember pivot chart are the charts which are dynamic and which are related with pivot table. Pivot charts are the dynamic charts that are connected with the pivot table. The moment this table changes, the chart will also change. Now, let's click on pivot chart and you will see by default it will show you clustered column chart. So we will keep as it is. Let's click on OK. Now, we are going to put this table above this table only. We are going to put this chart above table only and we'll keep it in a bigger size. Now, let's do some formatting inside the chart. Now, I will select the chart and I will use the inbuilt design themes which are there in the Microsoft. Let's click on design and you will see there are different themes which are available. Let's click on this style 4. Now, let's understand the chart elements. This total is known as legend. Now, since I am having only one x-axis and only one y variable, I do not want legend to be displayed. Edit the chart elements, click on this plus sign, and you can untick the legend. I don't want it. Now, if you see here, it is written average of rating, and here it is written question. Now, the moment I told you that this is a dynamic chart, the meaning of dynamic, the moment you have this filled button option, you can filter the chart from here also. The moment you filter over here, the table will also change and this chart will also be changed. So that is the meaning of dynamic. Okay. Now I do not want this fill button to be appearing into my spreadsheet. So let's switch off this fill button. Let's go to pivot chart and you will see something known as filled button. Just click on the upper half part and you will see all the buttons will be switched off. Now we have to give appropriate title to this chart. Let's click on it and just write down trainer feedback. Since this is a feedback which is for trainer only and this is an average feedback, so let's give this chart name trainer feedback. Now here in the B1 cell it is written evaluation summary report for. Now this text is already written. Now this text is for what? So if you see our original data, this course is MS Project Advanced. Now here the name is not written. So I want to do what? Join this text with this word MS Project, because whatever name appears over here into this evaluation sheet, that should be appear over here automatically. Now how to do that thing? So here when you want to do text joining, the first text must be written in the double quotes. Now we are going to use at the end of the formula concatenate operator called ampersand. Concatenate is going to join your two different text string. So I want evaluation summary report for, then I will write down ampersand. Then while continuing the editing, I'll click on evaluation and I will select the first cell A4 where the name MS project is written. So you will see simultaneously the formula will be created. So you see evaluation exclamation A4. So I am telling to the system whatever value it is there in A4 cell in the evaluation sheet, you take that thing and directly press enter. So you'll see this is called dynamic referencing evaluation summary report for MS project. Now whatever name here it will appear, this name will appear over here. First of all, let's just save this file. Now the important point, we have created this query for one file called MS project. Now the question is, can we use this query to solve the another file which is in the same format? So the answer is yes. Now, how to use this file? Say for example, I am having one another file called course evaluation Excel advanced. Now, first of all, I'll make you see what this file is all about. So if you double click on course evaluation Excel advanced, you will see there are the formatting is same. There are some another candidate who have taken Excel advanced course. They have been asked the same question and they have been given the rating. So if you see the output of a raw file is the same. Now we have been told to evaluate this file, right? And we have already created a query which is for MS project, and here we have the data also, and we have the chart also. Now I am going to use the same query to analyze Excel Advanced course evaluation file. Let's understand how we do this thing. Now let's come to evaluation sheet and click on queries and connection. Suppose this tablet is not visible, go to data, click on queries and connection, and you will see one query called evals. Just double click on the query. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm not going to delete any step because I want the data into this manner. I'm just changing the source of the file. So let's click on the cog sign which is there in the source. Now I'm going to navigate it to the file where I've stored it. Click on browse. Then I will select the file course evaluation Excel advanced. Just select course evaluation Excel advanced file and then click on import. Now click on OK. So now the file has been changed. Now if you come to the last step, you must see the data which is loaded properly. But you will see that there will be some error. This error is just because there is one step which is automatically getting created called change type. So you have to always delete unnecessary step which is hindering your query. So let's delete the change type step. Let's click on the cross sign, click on delete, and you will see your data will be loaded. Correct? Now let's give appropriate data type. Course is a text data, evaluation number text, question number is a text data. Okay, everything is fine. Now let's do close and load. So you will see entire query will be loaded over here. Entire file will be loaded over here. You will see 72 responses. Now let's go to evaluation report. You will see the name is automatically changed to Excel Advanced. Now for graph, if you see the graph, it is not refreshed. So let's select the graph, click on pivot chart, and you will see option called refresh. Just click on refresh drop down and select refresh all. You will see the same query can be used to analyze multiple files, right? So this is a part of automation. So query is something which can be helpful to automate your repetitive tasks. So suppose if you are having same kind of data type which is coming and daily analysis you want to do it, then you can create one query and you can use the same query to analyze different file. So if you see this entire data is of Excel Advanced, it's evaluation report, right? Let's save the file. Now similar exercise you have to do it for MS project in the first file also. You have to also create a chart for MS project in the first file, and that is your homework. Okay. So in this file, we have learned one important operation called unpivoting data. Then we have learned about how to do the analysis and create a pivot table, and how we can create a pivot chart, as well as how we can format the chart elements of the uh, pivot chart. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. In the next session, we are going to learn pivoting data into the query editor. So please do comment in the section below. Please share this video to everybody, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel to have such more of these videos. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you all.